Sister Wives Cristin Brown caught in huge lie. As Sister Wives season 19 continues, fans are watching Cristin Brown and David Woolley explore their newfound romance together. But after throwing a dig at her ex-husband in Sunday night's episode, fans are using old clips to prove Cristin wrong. Cristin Brown claims Cody never cared about her housing. During last night's new Sister Wives episode, Cristin Brown and David Woolley started shopping for homes. In a confessional, the TLC star revealed she loved picking out mundane details with David because she never had the chance to do it with Cody. However, this isn't entirely true. Sister Wives fans remember everything, and they seem to recall a different version of events. Cody picking out house details was /Christine/Mary/Janelle, a Redditor shared online recently. I just wanted to point out that Cody went through the arduous process of picking out details for each of the 4 Vegas with each of the 4 wives. This was boring and frustrating, but it happened on screen. The OP went on to say they watched Cody pick out carpet, tiles, counters, cupboards, doors, and various other elements while they were constructing the Las Vegas homes. And on top of that, he did it with all 4 wives. The Redditor attached several screenshots to prove their point. That doesn't make him good. Twice he suggested Cristin give part of her budget to Mary, only to lie about it being a joke, the OP added, wanting to make it clear they weren't defending Cody. Anyway, this happened. I was there, Gandalf, or I at least watched it and slowly died inside while it unfolded on screen. Other Sister Wives fans offer their own ideas. Other Redditors agreed with the OP's points and acknowledged that Cody certainly did help Cristin while building the Vegas house. However, they also understood where Cristin was coming from. Reddit users wrote, "I don't think Cristin's gripes were that he didn't sit next to her and pick out the generics, which he may not have done if it wasn't being filmed, but that he didn't have any interest beyond that. There's a lot of revisionist history going on these past few seasons compared to what we all watched, and it isn't only coming from Cody. Cristin is really laying it on thick at times. Here is the disconnect. Cristin says he wasn't even there, and she had to do everything, and Cody wasn't there physically, but not mentally, so they are both correct in a way and stand on it, which now they are completely enemies with kids. 2 peas in a pod." Cristin Brown, known for her warm heart and strong-willed independence on Sister Wives, always prided herself on her honesty and openness. To her, transparency was a way of life, a means to foster authentic relationships and create bonds within the Brown family. So when whispers began to swirl about Cristin being caught in a lie, it came as a shock to those who knew her best. It started as a typical autumn evening in Flagstaff, where the family had relocated for a fresh start. Cristin was busy baking her famous pumpkin cookies in the kitchen of her new home. The smell of spices and sugar wafted through the air, filling the house with a warmth that seemed to match Cristin's personality. Janelle was over, sharing a casual conversation over cups of tea, when something strange caught her eye. A small, ornate box was tucked away in the corner of Cristin's kitchen counter. It was painted with a gold and green floral design, clearly an antique. Janelle, always curious about Cristin's thrifty finds, asked her about it. "Oh, that old thing," Cristin responded, chuckling and waving her hand. "It's just an old family heirloom I picked up years ago. Nothing too special." Janelle raised an eyebrow. She knew Cristin wasn't one to collect sentimental trinkets. They all knew she was focused on her children, her career, and her independence. So the idea of Cristin holding onto something so ornate, without a backstory attached, struck Janelle as odd. Over the next few weeks, that curiosity turned into a quiet suspicion. Cristin began referencing this heirloom more frequently in casual conversations with the family. She told Mary that it was a piece passed down from her great-grandmother, a woman known for her spirited personality and her own independent streak. Cristin also told Robin that the box had been blessed by a healer she met long ago and that it symbolized her strength through difficult times. The story of the box quickly became family lore. Cristin had woven a tapestry of memories and tales around it, and it seemed that everyone was captivated by this small, mysterious object. However, Cody, known for his skepticism, wasn't entirely convinced. One evening, Cody brought the family together for a sit-down, voicing his concerns. "Cristin, you've never mentioned this box before. I've known you for decades, and I can't recall any family heirlooms or tales like this. It just doesn't add up," he pressed. Cristin's face flushed, and she stumbled over her words. "Well, Cody, I didn't think it was important back then," she tried to explain. But with everything going on, I felt like it was a nice reminder of where I came from. Cody nodded, unconvinced. There was an edge in his tone when he responded, "If it's really from your family, can you tell us more? Like, where did it come from, exactly?" Cristin glanced nervously around the room. It was unlike her to feel cornered. Her voice wavered as she pieced together an elaborate story about how her great-grandmother had given her the box before passing, explaining that the item had a rich history in her lineage. As she recounted the tale, everyone seemed captivated except Cody. Cody couldn't shake the feeling that Cristin's story didn't line up. After their gathering, he decided to dig a little deeper. Determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, he began discreetly asking family members and longtime friends if they had ever heard of this family heirloom. To his surprise, no one could recall Cristin ever mentioning it before. Finally, Cody turned to a mutual friend who had known Cristin since her youth. The friend confirmed his suspicions. The box was not a family heirloom at all. Cristin had picked it up from a yard sale just a month ago. Cody was torn between feeling betrayed and simply baffled. Why would Cristin make up such an elaborate story about something so inconsequential? In his eyes, Cristin was always upfront and forthright, and this deception, as small as it might seem, cast doubt in his mind about everything he thought he knew. The next family gathering was thick with tension. Cody decided to confront Cristin directly but tactfully, choosing his words carefully. "Cristin, I've been doing a bit of research on that box you've been telling us about," Cody began, leaning forward. "And I found out it wasn't passed down from your family. A friend told me you bought it at a yard sale recently." Cristin's face paled, and for a moment she looked lost. The entire family sat in silence, awaiting her response. Then, with a deep sigh, Cristin finally opened up. "You're right, Cody," she admitted, her voice quiet. "I did buy it at a yard sale. It's not a family heirloom. But that doesn't mean it isn't important to me." She paused, as if gathering her thoughts. "I guess I felt like I needed something symbolic, something that would help me feel rooted." The family listened intently as Cristin explained how, in recent months, she'd been struggling more than she'd let on. With so many changes in her life, the move to Flagstaff, her evolving role within the family, her quest for independence, she had felt adrift. The antique box had simply represented something stable and comforting to her, even if she had to create a story around it. Janelle, always empathetic, reached out to take Cristin's hand. "Cristin, you don't have to justify yourself to us. We get it. Life has been hard, and if that little box brought you comfort, there's no shame in that." Mary, usually Cristin's rival, even softened her gaze. "We all need something to hold on to," she admitted quietly, surprising everyone. Cody, though still visibly upset, seemed to understand. "Cristin, I just wish you would have told us the truth from the beginning. We're family, and we're here for each other. You don't need to make up stories for us to care about you." Cristin nodded, her eyes brimming with tears. "I'm sorry, everyone. I guess I didn't realize how much I needed something to cling to. I thought if I made it sound important, it would actually feel important. But now, I see that what's truly important is all of you." In the end, the family forgave Cristin's small lie, understanding that even the strongest among them sometimes felt vulnerable and lost. The box, once mysterious, became a new kind of symbol, one of Cristin's journey, her need for belonging, and the family's willingness to embrace her, flaws and all.